Hello, hello. Hi, everyone, and good evening. And so glad to see so many new faces, a lot of familiar faces as well. And for those of you in Indonesia and Malaysia, Selamat Hari Raya and Happy Holiday if you're not celebrating the festival. Okay, so for tonight, we are going to talk about serious talk, very serious. How serious? Okay, so we are going to talk about money and business. Okay, uh, so for those of you that are new here, my name is Ryan. You probably know, you heard about, a lot about me, and maybe a lot of you heard about me from Fena. So I'm a Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator, and I've been doing classes everywhere for many years. And I started to do more classes last year in Indonesia. And now, at this very special moment, everyone is doing classes online. Okay, but this year I haven't done that many. This year I've been to Indonesia like once, I think, twice. Okay. Uh, so, and actually I'm a little bit tired today. I just have a long day of classes, but I'm still excited to do this with you all. So, you all are welcome to ask any questions about money and business as you wish, okay? But as I said, if you have a question, please unmute yourself. No, you cannot unmute yourself. I just took away the right for you all to unmute yourself. So you just raise your hand, okay? Or you just type, okay? And then we will unmute you. So sorry for that. No true freedom of speech tonight. So I do this class called Being You, and for a lot of you, you know this book called Being You, Changing the World, written by Dr. Dane here back in 2011. And actually today I just finished my 2 days Being You class, and I was like, wow, this is so freaking awesome. Why did I say that? I said that not to promote myself, but I saw everyone like being more and more present throughout the class. It was a 2 days class, more and more present as them. And being you is such a big topic. Oh, by the way, I think I need to remind you the topic tonight. So are you being you with money and in business? And there's a second part of the title. It's called, Are You Sure? So I purposely added that. Are you sure? See how you feel when I ask you this first question. Are you being you with money and in business? Okay, and then when I added that, are you sure? You're like, okay, you're not so sure. Okay, by the way, if you are truly being you, you have clarity. Okay, you know what's going on, and money and business will be easy for you. So, so today in my class, so people change a lot of things in different areas of their lives. And one of the area that people cannot be themselves, they don't even know they are not being themselves, is with money. Okay, so how many of you, when it comes to the topic of money, it always makes you contracts. When I say contract, it means like you contract yourself smaller, feel heavier, you feel like, well, there's no possibility, blah, blah, blah. There are just tons and tons of all sorts of feelings, emotions, unsatisfaction, judgments, and grumpiness, and so on and so forth. And these are actually all the signs, all the indicators of you are not being you with money. Whenever money show up, whenever there's a topic or issue of money, you just lose your space. You lose that sense of ease and joy that you hopefully normally you have. But for some people, even normally you don't have. Okay, so my question for you all is, what can we together change tonight? What can we create together? You probably know that I have an upcoming class, but at the same time, if you have been following my free classes, you know that I don't really care about promoting those classes. I still give as much as I can, all right? So anyone have any questions? I'm happy to just go with questions tonight. Um, so, money was not something easy for me many years ago. It was one of the biggest problems that I had, like really serious problems. I was in debt. Nothing was easy. There was this need to work hard to calculate everything, try to use my mind to figure out how can I get another cent. Okay, so how many of you can relate to something like this? Like that should be, yes, someone just like, yes, proudly raising your hand. And guess what? Let's change that tonight, okay? The beauty of access consciousness is that we don't just talk about things, okay? In fact, we don't have that much theory, okay? What's more important is we bring up all these energies and we change them for real. So I think most of you are familiar with the clearing statement, the right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. That is the magical tool that will allow you to change whatever energy. Okay, so, and you see, just by me briefly introducing you, giving you my story of like how money was a difficulty for me, it has already triggered some heavy feeling in you. So if you compare how you feel, how you are feeling right now, compared with, let's say, 5 minutes ago, do you feel like there is this, as soon as I talk about money, there is this, okay, so I would talk about anything, ask you random questions, irrelevant questions, just to trigger all this energy so that we can clear them, okay? So money was something not easy for me, and I attend a lot of classes. I kept doing clearing processes, POC and POD, and of course, a lot of things changed, but there were no really big changes. The changes, they were too slow for me. So how many of you always feel like changes are just too slow? You know there are changes, but they're just like, can it be more and faster, please? So how much energy are you using to control the speed of change? You could be choosing. Okay. Okay. Do you notice that there's a lot more energy coming up right now? So guess who is the one making all these changes slow? You. That's you. Everything that is times a godzillion. Well, now please try and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, let's not talk about money first. I will put money and business aside. Let's build the groundwork first. So ask yourself, be honest with yourself. Truth. Do you like changes? Okay, do you feel heavy or do you feel light when I ask you this question? I'm not asking your mind. Okay, like, okay, someone said light, okay. But at the same time, for a lot of people, when I ask you this question, I can perceive that heavy feeling like, change, I don't know how. Okay, that's one of the, so someone said scared of changes. Okay, so scared of changes, not sure how to change. I'm afraid that like if I make a change, maybe things get even worse. Okay, like, so we have so many points of view about changes, and people always, and I'm not sure about you. For example, the Chinese people will have the point of view, a belief like only the very young one can change. People that are like not old, but after certain age, it's like it's so hard to change. Okay, it's like the few years of your life shape your whole reality and your whole life. So everywhere that you have decided, whatever happened to you in the first few years of your life or in your past, they determine what your future can be and leave you with no choices. Will you please destroy and create it all? Times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So that's the access consciousness clearing statement if you are new. So I will ask you a question like this that your mind cannot really follow. Your mind is like, what? And then I said, right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And then you're like, what? What did you just say? Was that English? Yes, that's English. But It's not about the language, okay? So this is a magical tool that you can use anytime, anywhere, and you don't even need to say it out loud. Especially in business like environment, you don't go to your client and then when your client said, no, I'm not going to buy from you, and you say, can you talk about that? No, don't do that, okay? Some people just, I have no idea what they are thinking. You cannot use the clearing statement to force someone to change. But the good news is you can change yourself and make you cuter, maybe. You know, when you are cute, people buy from you, people come to you. Make yourself more attractive. And I don't mean really have to be more sexy, but that always is a choice. But it's more about you willing to be seen. So, see, this is a huge topic. People in this reality, when they talk about business, it's always about marketing plan. Like you need to think about how to get the most out of your client's pocket. Like sell them something, upsell them something else, okay? And negotiation, the script that you use, how do you approach them, what do you say, and then what they say, and how do you encounter that, and then what they say, and then how do you reject, when they reject, what do you do? So boring stuff, okay? It makes you feel like a robot. If you say this, I say this. If you say this, I say this. And then I'm supposed to smile at the same time. So people are programmed or taught not to be themselves, but to be a certain set of rules and regulation and how to function, how to act, how to talk, how to smile, how to approach people. And that has nothing to you being you, showing up as who you really are. But at the same time, if you look at this world, who attracts you the most? People that are being themselves. Okay, not people that are really like just good looking or sexy. You know, if they are just good looking or sexy or whatever, you find them attractive only for a little while. Eventually you're like, okay, I'm done with you. But when they are showing up as themselves, it's so unique. It doesn't matter how they look, but of course they still have to look acceptable, okay? But they just have this energy that invites you to be you. Okay, so when people are being themselves, they always invite more people to be themselves. Oh, by the way, so last night I have a good friend. So her name is Imiko. So she's a Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator from Japan. So last night there was someone from China that was interviewing her, and I was the translator. And that interview, I uploaded that to my YouTube, and you all can go and have a look. It was just a pure, simple interview, but Imiko was, when you look at how she talked, she was just like, yes, this is me. I have nothing to prove. I see you as who you are. You just need to be you. She has this beautiful energy. Okay, so please go my Facebook, not my Facebook, my YouTube to find that. And so what if more of us, if not all of us, can function this way when it comes to money and business? It's like, yeah, I know business, it's important, but what if I will not lose me just to get a business deal? I will not change me or twist a part of me just to get a deal. So what do I mean by that? How many of you, because of money, you force yourself to do things that you don't like, you don't enjoy? Yeah, most of us. Okay, so in this case, you value money more than you value you. And guess what? Because of, if you value money more than you value you, money will not come to you. Okay. For example, if you have someone that like value you totally and like you a lot and keep coming after you, keep haunting you, do you like that person? You're like, please go away. You are just annoying. Okay, go away, go away, go away. And when you make money so significant and way more valuable than what you are, you will approach money with that energy of like, okay, I need you, okay? And you try to hold on to money, and guess what? Money hates that. Okay, money will just run away. So, and of course, in business, people do a lot of that as well. When you see, for example, do you see you as valuable in business, or do you see your clients as more valuable and more important? Most people will have the point of view like, yeah, clients. Okay, I can feel like some of you want to ask questions, but because of I have taken the freedom of speech away, there is this function in Zoom that you can raise your hand. Anyone know how to do that? I'm not. Can you? Yeah, you just if you raise your hand, I can see a little hand icon, and then I can unmute you, or you can just type your question. So, oh yeah, we have so many people saying things here. I didn't see it just now. So everything become difficult. So this is from someone. Everything become difficult for doing business since pandemic Corona. I already pot and POC. Maybe I perceive someone reality, but not changed so much. Okay, I'll come to this a bit later. And someone else said, don't really like changes. Yay! Thank God you realized that. But I'm curious on what will change and how it will affect me. Okay, so why did I say yes when you said I don't really like changes? It's because if you want change, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to know what's your current point of view. Do you, okay, so let's say you don't like changes. You have so many points of view about changes are scary or something. And you just keep lying to yourself and say, oh, I like changes, I like changes, I like changes. You are just non-stop lying to yourself. So how many of you, how much energy are you using to lie to you every single day, like every minute? Every time you say, I'm not good enough, that's a lie, by the way. Every time you say, I cannot, that's a lie. Okay. Every time you say, I have no other possibility, that's a big lie. So every lie that you tell you every single day, every moment, every minute, every second, will you please destroy and credit all? Times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So how much lies are you constantly telling yourself to keep you so stuck with money and business? Hey. Simple clearing, but it brought up so much shit in all of you. So how much lies are you telling you every day to keep you so stuck with money and business? With or without Corona. Don't blame the Corona, okay? Everything that is times a godzillion will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. I know a lot of people blame Corona. Some businesses really affected by Corona. Yes, I got that. I'm not denying that. But a lot of people that said, oh, I have problem now because of the Corona, blah, 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 blah. Even before Corona, were you really happy and great with your business? Unfortunately, no, for most people, okay? So you just find the next excuse. You just find the next reason, next thing to blame. When you are being you, you don't blame. You just create. You just find new possibilities. When you are not being you, you blame, 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 blame. So everywhere that you blame the Corona, and unfortunately, the more you blame, the more you are stuck. Okay, I see a hand here for one. The more you blame, the more you are stuck. So instead of using all the energy to blame, what if you create everything that brings up times a godzillion will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So how many lies are you using? Are you telling you every day to keep changes from happening? Ooh. Everything that is times a godzillion will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. If you are here tonight in this Zoom, I assume you learn a lot of things. Okay, this is not the first time you attend a class for most people. And for people like us, we spend a lot of our time finding, like learning something and finding like what's the next best thing. But a lot of time we are still so stuck with our problems. You attend so many classes, blah, 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 blah. I do the clearing every day. I try to POC and POT the Corona. Oh my God, but it's still there. Okay. You cannot POC and POT the Corona, by the way. So, but you can POC and POT where you think Corona is the problem. Okay, that might be different. Oh, wow. Let me do it right now since I already talked about it. So, so how many lies are you using to keep you incapable of creating beyond the current situation? Oh yeah, everything that is times a gazillion will not please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, online, short spoils and beyonds. How many lies are you using to keep you incapable of creating beyond the current situation? Everything that is times a gazillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, online, short spoils and beyonds. Oh, that person that raised the hand has lowered the hand. Interesting. Oh, okay, so she's still here. Okay, I will take a question now. Do you want to, let me unmute you if you.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Sylvie. I'm from Jakarta.
Oh, hi, Sylvie.
Yeah, I like change. I always love change. But the issue when the change come, I'm so not confident. So afraid that can I do that? Could I do that? You know, then a lot of question in my head. So
Okay.
it's always contradictive, yeah, between excited and.
Okay. Rule number 1. Every time when you say but, that means a no. If you listen back what you said just now, it's like I like changes, but okay, it means no. Okay. And in fact, when you said I like changes, it was a little bit heavy. So what is true for you will always make you feel lighter. Something that is a lie, something that is not true will always make you feel heavier. So just now I talk about you have to acknowledge what's going on. You need to know if you really like changes or not. Okay. So if you say, so now maybe try this yourself, okay, if you don't mind being my demonstration subject. Or maybe I should say, if you don't mind being my victim. Okay, be my victim for now, okay? So say I like changes. Say I like changes.
I like changes.
Okay. And if you say I actually don't like changes.
I don't like changes. I like
What
changes. I don't like changes. I like changes. I don't like changes. Okay. I got it. When I say I don't like changes, I can feel it. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter.
Okay. What a surprise!
Oh my god!
It's like end of the world. Oh my god, I don't like changes. Well, it's not the end of the world. So many people never change any single thing and they are terribly long life. I don't know why they live so long. Okay, that's just my interesting point of view, by the way. So I can be terrible with a lot of my points of view. Sometimes
you know, every time I always tell everybody that I'm the person who love change. You know, I want change, everything to be changed. But yeah. Okay.
Especially this one. Okay, especially this line. I like everything to be changed. Light or heavy?
Okay, heavy.
All right. So all of you, everything that doesn't allow. Hold on, don't judge you. Don't go into judgment, please. That's definitely not my intention of making you my victim.
No.
All right. So yeah.
Thanks.
So all of you, everything that doesn't allow you to be aware of how many lies are you telling yourself every day, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, wise and beyonds. Okay, so now realizing that you actually secretly until this moment, okay, so secretly until this moment, you didn't quite like really allow things to change. Okay, so what's your point of view about changes? What's your real, true, honest point of view about changes?
Not the same way. out of
Uh-huh.
the box.
Okay.
Uh,
And so are you in the box or are you
yeah.
out of the box?
Oh, I'm in the box.
Yep. Who designed the box?
Yeah.
Me. Not me, I mean you. Okay, so
Myself.
yes.
I
Okay.
put myself in the box.
Yes. Good
Yeah,
awareness.
and I create a big box there. So I thought I'm out of the box, but actually I'm in the other box.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So there's so
Okay.
many boxes with box.
And it's like, oh my God, it never ends. When can I finally crawl out from all these boxes?
Uh-huh.
So everything that brings up everywhere. So all of you, what boxes do you make you fit into? You design a perfect box, exactly your size and shape, and it's so tight that you cannot even come out. It's not even exact shape, but it's a little bit tighter. So you once you're in, you're like, okay, fuck, I can't even come out. Everything that is times a godzillion will not please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and thought, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What boxes have you created for yourself that you cannot escape? Oh, wow. Everything that is times a godzillion will now please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and thought, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow, that has a lot of energy for all of you, not just you, okay? I'm just using you as a victim to facilitate everyone else. So you are the great victim, okay? So you never realize, oh my
Glad to
God, I
be
can be a
victim
victim
tonight.
and yes.
Yeah. And release. Yeah.
And then now you're just making
Just
a
realized
lot
by
more people like,
tonight.
I want to be the next victim. Well, that's the benefit of being victim. So,
Yeah.
so how many boxes have you designed for yourself and put you in and you never can come out? Everything that is times a gazillion will now please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So if you really look at you as a being, okay, as a person or as a being, as an infinite being, can any box actually contain you? Okay, let me explain it in a different way, in an easier way. So all of you, let's say if you close your eyes now, and unless if you are driving, then don't do it. Okay, so and so now with your eyes closed, can you find where is your edge, like your border? Okay.
No.
It's like no matter where you go, you are there. You go left, like even 100 km, oh, I'm still there. Like another 1,000 km, I'm still there. So you are infinitely big.
Sorry.
Okay, you are infinitely big. If you put you into any box, you have to twist you. You have to make something huge. It's like you try to put. It's like you try to put the whole sun. Okay, so like let's say sun is the big planet. Okay, like sun into a box. That is never going to happen. Okay, so you have to seriously, energetically torture yourself, make you so twisted, and lose so many parts of you to make you fit into those box. Okay, so everything that brings up times a godzillion will now please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And we have so many boxes. And but wait, I will come back to this later. So how are you feeling now?
Lighter now.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. I wake up now before become fresh now.
Yeah, you look more present. You're like, oh wow, I'm out of the box. I can have some fresh air.
Yeah.
Oh.
No more tiring before feel so tired.
Well, If you have to cut off so many parts about you to make you fit into some boxes, well,
Yeah.
it's definitely not fun. And
Felt before like I can't breathe. When I realized I was in the box, I felt that, you know, something like cannot breathe. But now
yeah,
it's
so those are all the unconsciousness, all the limitations. So all these lies, they always make you feel heavier. And for a lot of people, they never realize how many lies they are carrying with them all the time. Okay, so that's why you wonder why, like, life is not as fun as when I was a kid. Okay, like why there are so much difficulties, and whatever that I would desire, I would like to create, it never really show up, or it took so long, blah blah blah. So we put ourselves into so many boxes with so many lies, for us to fit in. Okay, so when you try to fit in, you will always lose you. So in my, okay, do you have any other questions? Because I can actually hear some of your background noise. It's like I don't know, maybe what is
my
that?
energy somewhere.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you can mute me.
no, you can mute yourself.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, you always have a choice to mute yourself. Just you don't have a choice to unmute yourself. Okay, this is live. Okay. So I just finished a 2 days class, and in that class, I actually talk about, like, in this world, people don't really support you to be you. No one really understand what does it mean to be themselves. You don't see any example of that. Like, and then when you are being you, sometimes a lot of people judge you. People separate from you. The reason why they separate from you is not because you are wrong. It's never that. It's because of whatever that's going on in their world. They might be comparing themselves with you. Then maybe they feel like they cannot control you anymore. They cannot judge you anymore. They don't know how to judge you anymore because you no longer fit into any box. Okay, people that you don't know how to judge them, you're just like, well, okay, I don't know what to do with this person. So when you are being this infiniteness, people don't know how to judge you, and they feel that uncertainty, and they're like, okay, well, okay, I'm gone. Okay, so but for us, whenever people whenever people around us, or especially those close friends, when they leave us, we always feel like something is wrong with us, with ourselves. What have I done? Okay, what did I do something wrong, and why I lost someone? Well, that is just how our crazy mind works. Our mind will just randomly go into conclusion, and one after another, one after another, one after another. And guess what? Every conclusion, you can say they are boxes. So you build your own boxes with those conclusions, those lies that have nothing to do with what is real. Okay. So how many boxes have you created with your super creative mind? Okay. Your mind is never something useful. Okay. Everything that is times a gazillion will not describe credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So when you put yourself into boxes, you try to appear normal and correct to other people. Okay. So it's like you are so afraid that someone else will judge you. When you do that, it's seriously not fun. The most boring moment in your life is when you try to be normal. Okay. But unfortunately, we still spend a lot of time, a lot of energy trying to make us normal, hoping that other people will, like, not judge you anymore. So give that up. Okay. So all those energies that you use to make you try so hard to make you be normal, when normal is so not your thing, it's never a possibility. So you have to fight yourself nonstop. Will you please describe credit all? Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So now you can allow you to come out from the the box called normal. Okay, so when you have less boxes, when you come out from those boxes, you have more of you. Okay, so now you all have to make a choice. Would you like to have more of you showing up, or do you only want to like appear as normal and correct to other people? Okay, so unfortunately, business is one area that people have like even more boxes. So whether it's your own business, or maybe you join another person's business, as soon as you start or you walk into that business, you already have so many conclusions of how you should do certain things, how it should be done. And guess what? It's never going to be fun. Okay. So I just now I briefly talk about me with money. So finally I realized, okay, I hate money. So one thing that changed for me, it was I realized I hate money. See, this doesn't make any sense to your mind. Your mind will be like, what? I love money. With money, I can travel. But yeah, of course, now you cannot. Even if you have money, you still have to stay at home. Yeah. Yeah, if you have money, you think, oh yeah, I can have this, I can have that, I can have freedom, I can travel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but that's what you believe you desire. But it's not about what you think. It's about the energy that you be. If you be this energy that fight against money all the time, you're going to give yourself a hard life. So everything that brings up when I said that, everywhere that you know you are doing that, you're secretly doing that, and you still feel like you don't want to be that honest with yourself to acknowledge that, will you please destroy and credit all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Many years ago, I attended many classes, but I was hiding the fact that I hate money. Okay, so I kept pretending, yeah, I want money, I love to have more money, but money never show up because at the same time, I use all my energy to repel money. So all of you, how much energy are you using to repel money, to reject money, to kick money away from your life? That's more direct. You kick money away from your life, like go away. Everything that is times a godzillion, we will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So how much energy are you using to separate you from money, reject money, repel money? Well, you don't just repel money, you repel people as well. And of course that usually also repel money. And you kick money away. Everything that is times a godzillion, we will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Oh, wow. I would suggest you ought to re-listen to this recording, or at least this part, if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, or write this down and you can repeat it yourself. Okay, it will give you a lot of help. So many years ago, I finally willing to. Okay, I have a question here. Let me see, what question is this? Ryan, how do we miss that we reject and repel and take money from us? What do you mean take? I said cake. I don't say take. I say cake. So you mean like how can we be so unaware? I assume that's what you meant. Like how can we be so unaware of where we are doing this and not realizing that? Yeah, because we lie to ourselves so much. Okay, it makes no sense to your mind to acknowledge, to admit that, yeah, I hate money. It doesn't work that way. You just secretly hate money, and then you wonder why money never show up. Okay, so so finally, I was willing to admit that, and a lot of things start to change. So to change, you have to stop lying to yourself. You stop lying to yourself, then you can finally see, you can acknowledge. So for me, let's say I was like, wow, okay, I was so much hating money. Now what can I choose? See, I don't go into the wrongness of me. I'm like, no, why I hate money? Okay, I don't do that. I was like, oh wow, I hate money. I never realized I hate money so much. That I start to clear that. So one good clearing, very simple, but seriously very good, is just ask yourself, like, what do you hate about money? So all of you, let's clear this together. So truth, what do you hate about money? Money is hard to earn. Okay, what else? What do you hate about money? Money never comes to me. Okay, what else do you hate about money? I have to sacrifice me for money. I have to sacrifice my time, my joy, my happiness for money. Oh, someone said money come and go. Oh, that's a good point of view. So when you have a point of view like this, it's like money come and go, money come and go. It's not just a point of view. It's actually an implant. Okay, so I don't want to go into deep detail like what exactly I mean implant, but it's a point of view that is like forcefully, strongly like installed in us, that leave us with no other choices. You will not even consider any other different possibility. You will be just like, yeah, money come and go, as if that's the only truth in the entire world. So in this case, let's do this together. So for all of you, if you have this point of view, I want you to repeat 3 times this. Money come and go. Oh, wow, that's heavy. Money come and go. Okay. It's making some of you like hard to breathe. Yeah. Money come and go. Money come and go. Money come and go. Everything that brings up times a godzillion, and all the shiku, implants, explants, creating all of that, creating money only come and go. And usually it goes faster than it comes. Will you please destroy and create all of that now? Thank you. Make a choice. Say yes. Right, wrong, good and bad, hot and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Ooh. Ooh. Now, try this again. All of you say, money come and go. Just once, okay? Money come and go. Do you feel different now? For a lot of you, it's not completely light, but it's lighter than before. At first, when you say money come and go, it was like, eh. Okay, but now it's like, wow, okay, a bit lighter. Yep, someone says still heavy. Yeah, of course, there are so many shit around money, okay? So let's do this again. So I mentioned that the word shiku, S-H-I-C-U-U-U-U. It's not a real word, by the way. It means SHIC, secret, hidden, invisible, covert. You, unseen, unsaid, undisclosed, and unacknowledged. So you make it so hidden. That's why you don't even know you hate money so much. Okay. It's like, I don't even know I have that point of view. It's just like money never come. Okay. Oh, money never come is another good one. Oh yeah, let's do this first. Say it 3 times, money never come. Money never come. Oh, money never come. Money never come, money never come, money never come. Everything that brings up all the shiku, implant, explants, creating all that, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, hot and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Money come, money go, money come, money go. So you either way, you are doomed. Number 1, it never comes. Number 2, it comes and it goes. So you still have nothing. So you have 2 interesting, very interesting and destructive points of view about money that are so deeply implanted. Neither of them serve you. Okay, so well, I would say if we could get over this tonight, that's a huge progress. Okay, so money come and go. Repeat after me if you would like to. Money come and go. Money come and go. Money come and go. Well, it's a lot lighter now. There are still some energy, but a lot lighter now. Everything that brings up, everything that still remain, everything that you still secretly wish you can hold on to for whatever reason. Or the shiku implant, explants, creating that, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, hot and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, and money never come, money never come, money never come. Everything that brings up all the shiku implant, explants, creating all that, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, I just feel like I'm being cursed by the translator, so I need to slow down a little bit. Okay. I could suddenly perceive like dagger coming my way. Okay. Even though Vinda is sweet and kind with dagger. Okay, so so wow. Now try it again. Say money come and, well, you see, I can't even really say it now. Money come and go. Do you notice that when you say money come and go now, it doesn't feel so real like before? Before, when you say money come and go, it has that feeling like, yeah, that's my entire life. Now, when you say money come and go, like, what? What? Who got that point of view? Where did I get it from? Like, so congratulations. And of course, don't ever bring this point of view back. Okay, if you desire to bring it back, well, we wasted our effort tonight. What do I mean that? There are so many people around us that they are so pathetic, they are so limited, and they don't even know they are spreading their virus to you. Oh, one thing that spread faster than corona is stupidity. Okay, so I'm sure you all agree with me with this, even though you hate to admit that so directly, but stupidity spread way faster than corona. Okay, that's the real virus. Okay, and with so many people around us that are with so many crazy points of view about money, they will always give you their points of view directly, indirectly. So let's say when your mom, I just use mom as an example, as I always like to, but nothing against my mom. Okay, I love my mom. Hi mom. But of course my mom has that point of view. Okay, definitely. So let's say when your mom see you spending money the way you currently do you think your mom approve that, or your mom judge that? Mom is like, why are you spending money? Okay, it's this pandemic moment. Okay, blah 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 blah. After 3 hours, your mom is still judging you. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so directly and indirectly. Directly means verbally out loud. Maybe your mom call you, hey, don't spend money. Hey, this is a bad time. Blah 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 blah. And see, they never really and support you to create more. They never ask you a question like, hey, what will it take for you to create more? Like, you see, what action can you take for you to have, even though your business is affected, you can have a different business. Like, what else can you do? Who said you must only do the same thing? Okay, or what changes can you create for your business? Okay, so you don't put you in a box. You don't put your business in a box as well. If you put your business in a box, you're going to limit it as well. So, and a lot of people, actually the most deadly, in a lot of situations, the most deadly judgments are those that are non-verbal. Okay, what do I mean by that? People that judge you directly, you at least can identify that. You're like, oh yeah, wow, okay, cool. And then, but people that judge you without saying it, but you always know it. Do you all get what I mean? When people judge you without saying out loud, you always know. So all those judgments that you receive from everyone else, non-verbally, that you never acknowledge, and you let them ruin your life, ruin your business, ruin your money flow. Will you please destroy and create all of that and return it all back to senders? Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow, 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 wow. Can you perceive how much energy that was? That was seriously a lot. So how many judgments have you received from everyone else that you never acknowledge, and they ruin your business, your peace and ease with money, and your money flow? Everything that is times a godzillion will now please destroy and create it all and return it all back to senders with consciousness attached. Right, wrong, good and bad, tongue and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. I don't mean like you throw it back at them like, eat your own shit, okay? And no, but you return it back with consciousness attached. You don't fight. It's like, yeah, well, this doesn't belong to me. I'm out of this box. Okay, and when you return that energy back to them with consciousness attached, they have a chance of changing it because they suddenly got the awareness like, wow, oh, I have this problem, I have this point of view. Oh my God, I even projected that to other people. Now I can choose to change too. So when you return it back to them with consciousness attached, that's always a kindness. A lot of people have misconception like, oh, well, if I return it back, that's a negative energy. I don't want to harm them. Okay, so that's how all these lies keep us so stuck. So how many judgments other people have about you that you perceive, that you never acknowledge, but you secretly, or not so secretly, have bought into, that you allowed those judgments to ruin your business, your ease and peace with money, and your money flow. Everything that is times a godzillion will not destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. So we actually live in a world full of judgments. Unfortunately, there are so many people with so many judgments, and it's always people that so to some extent, like so many people, they are so pathetic and so destructive unconsciously. Okay, sometimes it's not even that they are mean, but they are just like, I try to care for you, I try to tell you not to spend money, but it creates that in your universe. Okay, so usually it's people that have limitations, they spread it. People that don't have limitations, like we try to empower as many people as possible. Like, yeah, it's possible. If it's possible for me, it's possible for you. Okay, so well, that was seriously a big one. I always knew that, but I never realized there were so many of that. And someone just typed like, she said she nearly threw up. So next time in my class, I need to give a warning. Okay, like, you might throw up. You see, that would be fun if the next time I do a class, like the title, okay, beware, you might throw up. Okay, you need to prepare a bucket or something beside you, or a plastic bag. So now you see, I this is how my mind works. Okay, I can never talk about something like linearly. I go so many different directions. So many years ago, I finally admit that, okay, yeah, I hate money for whatever reason. And I didn't judge myself. I work on that. I asked myself, what do I hate about money? So like just now when I asked you, what do you hate about money? Something came out, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then we clear it. It took me months, okay? For some people, it might take weeks. For me, I was slow and stupid, so it took me months, okay? To clear all this hatred, secret, hidden, unconscious hatred about money. And then my financial situation started to change. You know, when you hate it, it couldn't come to you. You will just reject, repel, and take it away. When you finally got over this hatred of money, you allow it to come with ease. Okay. In fact, you don't need to work that hard. Now I'm still working hard. Like I work from like morning 10 a.m., but I don't even consider that work. If you look at how I do this class, I don't consider I'm working. I just enjoy it like very much. So business can be fun. This is my business. This is my life. It can be fun. So that's why I gave you that clearing in the like earlier. I almost said earlier today because I but it's like earlier of this class. How many lies are you telling yourself every day to what did I say? Like to limit you in business and with money. Oh yeah, this one. This is a good one as well. Everything that is times a gazillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, how many? Okay, I have questions. Let me see. Okay, it's not really a question. So Fenna is reminding me, hey, you need to talk about business as well because the title of this class is like, are you being you with money and in business? Unfortunately, I don't really care about the title. I talk about whatever I want to talk about. uh, so, um, so finally, I changed my money situation, and then I was still stuck. Now I'm going to talk about business. Okay, I used to have a point of view about businesses. I am not good with business. I don't even know where I got that from. Probably my father. Okay, blame him. No, don't blame him. Okay, so I have I kept telling myself this story like, I'm not good with business. No one in my family ever have done businesses. Like, we don't have this in our DNA. You see, when we are creative, but at the same time not committed to creating, we use our creativity to create shit for ourselves. We create so many shitty point of view and boxes, smelly, stinky, yucky boxes for ourselves. So I was in that box of like, I'm not good with business. No one in my family can empower me anything about businesses. So of course, I no longer hate money. I'm still not having ease. It was until recently, not that recent, but in the last few years, finally, I could see where I'm being brilliant with business. Okay, and for when I say being brilliant with business, I don't mean like I have some degree in business management or whatever, but I mean I have awareness. I know how to do things that it works for me. So when you function from awareness, when you are being you, you have awareness. You know how you can do things even though no one have ever done it. For most of us, we always use other people as reference points. You see how other people do things and you try to follow the same way, and you wonder why it never quite worked the same way. So especially all of you here, okay? What do I mean all of you here is people like you are actually very weird, okay? I'm not sure if you can acknowledge this. You are seriously weird and maybe a little bit crazy. So normal things don't work for you. See, when I say you are weird and crazy, it makes you laugh. You're like, ha ha ha, yes, finally someone can see me that way and not judge me. Yes, I'm not judging you. I'm seeing that as like, yes, you are crazy and it can be a great thing, okay? So the normal business training and education that force you to follow certain ways of doing things, it's not for you. How many of you spend time to learn about business or buy expensive courses or education programs that you never follow through? It's like, you feel like you need to do it, but you start page 1 and then you throw it away. But you didn't really throw it away. You just put it aside and then keep telling yourself, lying to yourself, like, I will come to page 2 tomorrow. And the tomorrow never comes. There is a song, Tomorrow Never Comes. Okay, go YouTube and find it. And then you keep judging you. You're like, oh my God, I'm not committed. I'm wasting money. I spend so much money to buy all these things and I never learn it. Yeah, guess what? Because you know that that's not how you create. Okay. All these great businesses, they are very different. Okay. Only some businesses that are very controllable. So those normal business, okay, so you are crazy. So those normal businesses, they might have a fixed way of doing things. Okay. But for you, asking you to follow the rules, the set of rules, it's not going to work. You are going to fight against that. So what if there is a totally different way of functioning in business that is more you? So that means you wake up, you ask your business like, hey, what do you require of me today? What's fun for me today? You create from what's fun. So this is how you function, okay? All of you, please acknowledge this. You function from what's fun. So you ask your business, okay, if I do this, will it be fun? It's now the time for this. It's now the time for this. Because you have a lot of idea. So you are crazy, and at the same time, you have so many brilliant ideas. You have to ask yourself, when is it time to create this? So you have one idea. It might not be the time yet, because so many of you have great awareness. You perceive so far into the future. Okay, so what do I mean by that? In this reality, there are so many great inventions that when it first came out, no one gave a fuck. No one understood. People was like, what is this? And then, so of course, that business maybe went out of business, bankrupt, and perceived as a failure. And then until sometimes later, people start realizing, oh wow, this is something great. So there are certain things that, because of we have great awareness, but we don't have clarity, is it for now or for the future? We work so hard to create something that no one will receive, no one will appreciate, and then you feel so wrong. Okay, so when you BU with business, everything flow with ease. Okay, you will just naturally know, okay, this, wow, good idea, yeah, for 3 months later, this one, yeah, for next year, this one, 6 months later. And you can even communicate with your business energetically. Like, okay, when it is time to create this, okay, you let me know. So let's say 3 months later, and then suddenly the business, suddenly you think about that idea that you had 3 months ago. So you know, this is, that idea, it's coming alive. Okay, so that idea is coming alive. When you go with the flow, it's always easy. So so there are certain things in your life that you don't know why everything is so easy. It's like you just happen to tap into that energy, follow the flow, and easy, like without much effort. And in a lot of situations, because of you didn't have this awareness, you go against the flow maybe, or it's not the time yet. You put in way more effort and create very small result, or maybe no result at all. Okay, so this is what I meant. I could finally acknowledge my brilliance with business, and since then I have been creating my business like huge. Okay, so this is the difference that nobody really talk about, nobody really understand, that I'm now so committed and so enjoy bringing it to this world and to a lot more people. So there is this book that Dane wrote called, Dr. Dane here is the co-founder of Access Consciousness. He wrote this book back in 2011 called Being You, Changing the World. It's a great book. Read it, it will change your life. And but when he wrote that book, even though it was a great book, it didn't have the same effect like it has like last year or this year. Now this book, even after 9 years, is still one of the best-selling books. Okay, you don't normally see a book that can be best-selling for so many years. Usually it's best-selling when it was published, and then after a few months, and then it was like, okay, it disappeared. Okay, but this book, it has a strong energy behind it that is so willing and so much waiting to meet so many people, to contribute to so many people. So Being You is not just the name of a book or the class, or it's more like a movement. Okay, and now is actually the time that for us to be ourselves in every area of our lives, more and more. So money and businesses, they are two very separate topic, different topic, but still related at the same time. So that's why I'm doing this class called Being You, Creating Money. So a lot of people, they think, oh, if I have money, then I can have this and that, blah, 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 I can be me. No, when you be you, you create money with ease. And when you be you in business, you will find your own way that will work for you. You don't need to force yourself to go through other people's way, trying to duplicate and wonder why it's not working. So this is something very different. Even people that have spent a lot of their time and money to learn about business, they don't have this. They never, because they function from right and wrong. What is right? What is wrong? What is right? What is wrong? What should I do? It's never about, oh, wow, I can be great. I have brilliances that I never used before. So being you, this is the energy that if you step into, you will have a sense of more of you. And at this moment, I can feel like most of you have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, what do you mean more sense of me? Because it's something that only in certain time in your life you tap into. And that's the moment that things work so well, so smoothly. You were just joyful, happy, as if you were one of the greatest magicians that make things work. Okay, once in a while we have that in our lives, but what if we can have a lot more? Okay, so this is my invitation for you all to come and explore for yourself what talents and capability and magic that you have with money and business. Of course, no one else will believe you, but who cares? If they don't believe, that's fine. That has nothing to do with you. Once you care less about what other people think, you can claim, own, and acknowledge your brilliance, and things start to change. Okay, so just want to see if we have any more questions. Oh yeah, there's a long question here. I'm not even sure if this is a question. Okay. Fortunately, I feel weakened by you, Ryan. What do you mean you feel weakened by me? Okay. And so I lost my voice. I have nothing to do with that. Okay. I don't know what you did and you screamed so much and you lost your voice. That has nothing to do with me. Okay. So here's my question. What do you mean by boxing your business? Oh yeah, I will talk about that. Because sometimes the business is already created by our company. Well, it depends on what role are you playing in that business. Sometimes you can change something, sometimes you cannot. And then the next part of this question is, let's say my company is in textile. So can you please explain how I box this? And I also have been doing a lot of money and business class and listen to the clearings, but today I still feel weird and weakened and still throw up. Well, if you have so much shit, well, it takes time. It really takes time to clear that. Okay, but I can tell you this. As you clear more and more limitations, things get easier and easier. But sometimes it comes really slow because of like we really have too many limitations. And when they come too slow, sometimes we didn't notice them, we didn't acknowledge them. And when you didn't acknowledge them, guess what? Your point of view is, I don't have any changes, and it just fade away because your point of view creates your reality. Your point of view is, I don't have any changes. Why am I still not changing? So you just disregard all the changes that you got, and then you wonder why you are so stuck. So my suggestion for you is to really look at your life and find out what have changed for you, every little part, no matter how big or small. And once you acknowledge that, I guarantee you, you will have more changes. Okay. I definitely have done that as well. I used to have this point of view, like, why nothing is changing? I did so many classes, why nothing is changing? And but actually my life kept changing. I just didn't want to admit that because it changed in a way not according to my expectation. So when it didn't match your expectation, you don't consider that as a change. So finally I was like, yeah, I can acknowledge, even though money doesn't come to me in cash form, I don't have more digits in my bank account, but well, maybe more people are giving me gifts, more people are buying me food, and these are all money, just in a different form. Okay. So the question that I ask myself is, okay, why? Now finally I can acknowledge I have a lot more magic, but why did it not come in cash form? And guess what? It's because I still hate money. Okay, so that's why even my receiving has increased. I allowed more to come. The universe couldn't provide them in cash form to me. So that is one of the many, many reasons. Okay. And so, okay, I want to answer this last question, and then it's late enough here. It's actually 11:15 now. And so what do I mean boxing our business? It's about how you define your business. If your point of view is, so a lot of people, they will have this point of view. I only have a small business. You have decided it's a small business. You won't allow it to grow big. You put it in one of the wrong size. Okay. So, okay, let me give you some examples and you will understand this. So let's say there is this shop, okay? Let's say a restaurant, okay? So, so the business, let's say, is normal, okay? It's not good, it's not bad, it's normal. And the owner sell it to a different owner. So now there's a new owner, but everything actually remained the same. It's the same staff, same chef, same menu. But with the new owner, suddenly like, whoa, the business changed. Okay, or maybe it can be better or it can be worse. So because of the new owner, look at the business differently. So maybe the previous owner, let's say, his point of view about his business is, oh, this is just a small business. Oh, my business is only for local people here, and this is how you limit it. But if you don't have this point of view, you don't put your business in this box called small business or only for local people, you can allow your business to expand beyond your wildest dreams. Okay, so this is just one of the many, many possibilities. And when you finally unbox yourself and your business out of box, possibilities show up nonstop. Okay, so, and this is something that we will talk a lot more in the 2 days class or 1 day, depends on if you choose any of them. And it has a very different way of creating changes. So it's not just like talk and pot. Yes, we do clearings a lot, but it has one special energy. Let me do it now. Okay, since I'm in a good mood, I will give you a quick taste, like 5 minutes, okay, before I fall asleep. So allow you to receive. So meaning maybe you adjust your posture, you put you in a comfortable position that you are more willing to receive than before. And some of you might perceive that energy has started. Some of you might feel like your heartbeat has increased, like there is something like whoop coming to you. Yeah, cool. See, energy is instant. There's no limit. There's no limitation with time and space. Okay, so maybe for some of you, maybe with your eyes closed, it might be easier for you to receive so that you don't go crazy with your mind. So what brilliance do you have with money and business? Perceive this energy, and I'm going to like work on you energetically. So all of you, wow, wow, wow. What brilliances do you have with money and business that don't fit into anyone's reality? It never fit into anyone's world, and that's why it could never be perceived by other people, and you consider that no value. You don't even believe you can have that. So now let's remove some of those boxes if you are willing to, so that you can have a taste of your own brilliance. Okay, cool. And some of you can feel like there is some energy going through your body. So it's a choice, it's a willingness to let go of those limitations that do not belong to you, no matter how long you have been having them, no matter where they came from. You give up your brilliances in favor of those limitations for way too long, and that should change now. Ooh. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. How much more of your unique brilliances can you now tap into? More and more, and fuckload more and more. Now with this new space, enjoy this energy, enjoy this moment. Allow this energy to go into your world, go into your body, like penetrate every molecule in your body, every cell, like infect you like a virus. Okay, so you are letting consciousness to infect you more and more and more. Great, you are doing it well. Thank you. So what if you allow consciousness to infect your world and your business and your money flow? Okay, now most of you are now being and receiving and perceiving and knowing this energy quite well now. Not 100%, but you get it when you get it. Now, with this energy, think about your business, if you have one, and think about your money flow. Does it feel different now? Do you look at, or maybe look at your bank account. Okay, look at your bank account with this new energy. Even though the number in your bank account is still the same, but you are like, oh yeah, even though I don't have the money now, you have a sense of, you know, something else can be possible. Whew. Wow. So welcome to a little taste of your own brilliance. Okay, you can open your eyes. Well, you all look different to me. You are like, wow, oh wow, ooh, all the fight with money, with ease, like, wow, where are they? It's gone. Don't bring them back, of course. And you also feel like your body, like, wow, more relaxed. Cool. So this is just a quick taste of what else is possible. This coming, no, not this, like next weekend. Depends on if you start your week on Monday or Sunday. Okay, if you start your week on Sunday, then it's this weekend. If you start your week on Monday, so it's next weekend. Well, so I will leave you with this energy to bring this energy to your dream, to the rest of the evening, and have a great holiday season and Corona season. Okay, Corona, yeah, who cares? All right, so thank you everyone. Thank you for showing up. I'm grateful for you all showing up, and I'm looking forward to contributing to you, your life, your body, your business in so many different ways, whenever possible. All right, thank you all, and thank you, Fena, for hosting, and Linda for translating. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you all for the thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.